Hello and welcome to an OXM video about Metal Gear Rising Revengeance. My name is Matt Lees and I'm joined by Log.
I was going to introduce myself, but no, thanks for saving me the effort.
No worries, I'm good like that. And yeah, this is the demo for Metal Gear Rising Revengeance, which comes when you buy the
Zone of the Enders
HD collection.
Yes, that's very true.
Which are some fun games in their own right. But yeah, we're just going to jump straight into the tutorial mission, which is a small chunk of what you get in the demo. And actually, I must say, as tutorials go, it's a bit hit and miss. It does teach you the cool stuff,
but it's the first about half hour of it, isn't it? So it's
yeah, the demo is about half an hour game. About roughly 7 or 8 minutes of that is kind of like exposition and plot to get you kind of in the mood.
And not to mention a couple of minutes of defenseless cube chopping.
Yes, absolutely. I didn't bother to. I forgot to cut the watermelons up this time. It's a classic, but never mind. But yeah, as you can see, basically this is free blade mode.
There's free watermelons in the next room. They're just designed for chopping, and you ignored them.
Well, this is actually like probably the 3rd or 4th time we played through this demo, just because it took us a little while to get a feel for it.
I wouldn't have told them that. I'd have just made out you were a natural.
Oh no, come on! I mean, I do quite well in some of the fights, so it wouldn't be fair to pretend that I was able to do that.
I think we must maintain the illusion of being good at all times.
This is my first playthrough of the demo, and as you can see, I'm pretty good at it.
So good he ignores the melons.
Ignores the melons, straight on, taking out the guys, hostage, fine. So yeah, basically, to do this, you hold down the left trigger, and then you use the right stick to aim, and you kind of flick the right stick in the direction you want to slice. It's actually quite easy, but if you want to get precision, then it's a bit harder.
It's quite counterintuitive to begin with as well, because when you hold down the left trigger, it stops your left thumbstick from being moved and starts it being a camera aim. So you will find yourself, unless you let go of the thumbstick when you press the left trigger, you'll start looking at the sky, which is generally where the enemies aren't. It
is a weird practice, actually. You have to get into the zone of remembering that basically you stop moving, and then you as soon as you do it. Otherwise, yeah, you flip the camera all over the place. But actually, when you get the hang of it, it's actually quite simple.
Yeah, it's just a motor skill you've got to get into your head. But if you press the left trigger down, just let go of the thumbstick.
And
Exposition.
Exposition. Here we have.
Oh, that was. I hope you read that.
If you want to read that, you can rewind the VHS tape and pause it. You'll be able to see it all in glorious texto-vision. But basically, this is sort of canon with the story of Metal Gear Solid. So if you know about some Patriots and all that stuff, then you'll be pretty hot to trot and all that stuff. If you don't know about it, then it probably won't matter that much because it's just robots and stuff. And people get killed. Just
look at some wikis or something. I'm sure there's plenty out there.
Wiki wild Wikipedia. Yeah, so we'll probably keep quiet for a bit of this, but yeah, this is some early stuff. We've got Boris.
Yeah, people who like Metal Gear do like the story. So you're probably asking us to shut up now. In fact, you're probably asking me to shut up while I'm telling you about you asking me. I'll shut up now.
We will get you in safely, Tovarich. Just relax and enjoy the ride.
Right.
Can you hear me, Raiden?
Doctor.
Remember the 2 procedures to maintain your new body. 1. Seizing nano repair units
From your foes. And 2. Absorbing from their electrolytes. I got it. Yes, enemy cyborgs should provide plenty of MCFC electrolytes once you slice them open and extract their fluids.
They're terrorists. I was planning on that anyway.
Oh, and their left hands, if you please.
Excuse me?
The combat data stored on holographic memory, typically located in the left hand. That data is very valuable. I am authorized to offer you upgrades and services in exchange for it.
How generous.
Ich liebe Kapitalismus. Hätte wohl come down a few years earlier, I would have a Nobel Prize on my shelf.
There, I see land.
3 mics out and closing. No activity at the airbase. Looks like we don't need to worry about interceptors.
Great. Then we have time for a quick briefing.
I know you miss me, Kev, but I've been all over the materials.
That's what you said before Montenegro. Look, just humor me, buddy. Objectives, of course, are enter Abkhazia, neutralize the terrorists, and restore the rightful government, or what's left of it anyway. The president and most of the cabinet have been killed, and a military junta's been established. The terrorists brain-jacked all the high-ranking officers, and their cyborgs scattered the rank and file. The few leaders who have survived have no way of openly opposing the new regime. That's why they called us.
Andrei Dolzaev, leader of the occupation forces, an extremist linked to both the St. Petersburg massacre of 2015 and last year's terror spree in Georgia. And his arms supplier, none other than Desperado Enforcement, LLC.
Imani's killers. If we don't stop them here, they could destabilize the entire region. But our more immediate problem is Jetstream Sam. I believe you've met.
The only problem I see is that nickname.
I've got my enhancements this time. He won't be an issue.
He may not even be in country, but keep an eye out just in...
Oh, sorry.
Ready for insertion.
And now, yeah, we're coming in pretty close to our landing. Pop him out, launch him at the shore, so we can slice up some robots.
Nice bit of dramatic entrance here, full of rainbows and jumping in puddles.
I don't know about you, but this is how I enter most parties, if possible.
That's
Like to make an impression, you know.
During the song "I'm Coming Up, So You Better Get This Party Started," I think this is how Pink entered the top floor flat of that apartment building.
She did. She did. That's why she had to sing the song, because there was no way that anyone would have any idea she was on her way.
And those are the same shoes she wears as well, I think.
Yeah, lovely high heels. But yeah, this is lovely bit of a cutscene here. This is very, very this is pure platinum. This reminds me of Bayonetta in a way, actually. This sort of
just the eggy levels of drama.
Rainbow, shiny stuff. Lovely, lovely, lovely. So we're back into it now, and as I didn't cut down the watermelons, here's me just chopping up a tree. Lovely jubbly. You can actually cut up loads of stuff in this. Obviously decimating trees is a good way to start, but I'll show you here. These are the stairs that you can use to get up to the top level where we need to go.
Oh,
and
I mean, when I played, I did walk up these stairs. Yeah, which I didn't realise exactly how boring I was being when I did that.
Yeah, you were being really boring.
Yeah, an orthodox stair-using tool I am.
I walk upstairs when you can slice them, but you can basically, there's a kind of Assassin's Creed style run and jump, but it does seem a bit finicky. It won't let you do it everywhere. So, but I'm up now, and oh, what's this? It's a stealth camo bastard, as the game describing. As you see, basically, yeah, you can counter enemies by tapping X and towards them.
Ooh, that looks like you could get through both of their bodies. So those little red spots sort of pop up, and that means that they're primed for an attack by the blade.
Yeah, basically, if you slice through the red spot, as you see here, then you can press B, and you can rip out their spine and then crunch it with your fist.
And that restores your health to 100%. So that's worth doing. These guys are basically just fodder to help you heal, then, aren't they? Really?
Pretty much, yeah. And actually, you do need to do that, and it's kind of nice at first. It is tempting to just absolutely go nuts with the blade and just slice through everything like a madman, but I quickly realised that actually you kind of have to have this kind of frantic normal combat, but then you have the moment where you freeze down and you do kind of surgically slice through the middle so you can get that precious bit of lovely blue spine. Top up vitality.
So there is the basic light and heavy attack as well, isn't there? There's sort of the X and Y buttons.
So yeah, you've got standard combos with X and obviously standard combos with Y, but Y is heavier. And it's hard to see how much it will evolve, actually, because it does seem like by cutting off, as you saw in the earlier cutscene, by cutting off the enemy's left hands, you can gain upgrades.
Does that happen automatically? Because I was trying to chop off left hands, and I just wondered whether they automatically went into your inventory or whether you had to...
Actually, we don't know that at the moment, because in this demo you can't actually spend any of the resources you get.
Yes,
so
we never found out how many hands we had.
It's not clear how that exactly works, but I think the idea is basically you can upgrade your systems, and the combo system particularly is interesting, but it seems very, very basic at the moment. And a lot of the emphasis is on blade mode and being able to slice things up. And I'm interested to see how, because obviously this is a platinum game and those guys specialise in fantastic kind of combat games. I'm interested to see how that progresses.
I think you're in a difficult position with if you either give away the first half hour, which will be essentially all tutorials, or you put someone later in the game when you're all tooled up and powerful, and you maybe risk spoilers and drowning people in systems.
Absolutely. And actually, I must admit that as a demo doesn't do a terribly good job of teaching you some of the stuff. It teaches you how to counter, and it teaches you how to use the blade mode, but some of the other kind of more finesse things I had to kind of pick up for myself.
That's it. It would have been nice if there was an upgrades menu that we could have scouted ahead and looked at to see what was available.
A little look at.
Is there one?
No, there isn't one, unfortunately. It's a shame.
I did have a look myself. I thought you might have found one.
One of the issues I've had with this is a small one. It's initiation, and the fact that once you're actually up close next to somebody, you can really attack them, go to town. But actually getting up close to enemies and maintaining that kind of proximity in combat is quite difficult. Obviously, you've got a dash, and there is a jump, and a heavy attack is a downward kick, which gets you quite close to the enemies.
And that was I love the fact that we've just had classic 10 seconds of gameplay before another forced semi-interactive cutscene.
Yeah. Like, oh, Boris, I'm busy, Boris. Can you call back later?
I want to chop up some boxes, Boris.
Yeah. I got some stuff to do at the moment, Boris. I do like Boris though. Classic Russian.
Yeah, and I love these sort of. Obviously, they weren't not going to do it. All the visual and sort of oral remnants from the Metal Gear series, the sound effects and the... Oh my... Forgotten the name of it, the codec thing.
The codec, yeah. The bleep, 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 bleep. Anyway, I'm going to slice up this box. Well, this video is getting pretty long. We're about halfway through the demo, so for now we're going to fade out. And if you do want to watch the second half of us playing through the demo, then there'll be another video up very soon.
And there is a Blade Wolf, so might be worth your time.